What is up, everybody? Round Fox 22 here, coming at you with more Factorio. Sorry about last week. I wanted to take a week off. I just needed to. I think now, every now and then, I'm going to take like a week off from YouTube. I know it'll kill the channel, but, you know, there are YouTubers who upload monthly, or, you know, they take a couple months off to, because, you know, they have a production going on, and have a whole team and a whole setup. So I want to take the time to clear my head and not in a way relax, but cleanse myself of YouTube for just, you know, just for a while. It won't happen a lot. It will happen enough. But it won't be the end of the world, and you guys will get content. The good thing is that week that I took off, I did record some stuff. Now, my one video for Minecraft, I am exhausted. I'm sorry I recorded it. It is already recorded, so I'm not going to waste it and just scrap it. I would normally, but there's some important stuff in there that I want to go over with you guys. It's a little boring, I'm not going to lie, but you'll see later on. It's not my best work, to say the least. So, with that said, let's jump into it. You may have noticed some new expansions. I have been crafting my butt off. We'll go over real quick what we've done. I'm going to stand over here by a turret just in case we get attacked. I did get attacked once, and it was by just one random alien, so I'm not too worried about it. But let's go down here. So far while you guys were gone, I researched electronics. I researched optics, and I thought I researched the... Oh, that's weird. It's not in the list of things that I researched. I researched the ore crusher, which we already have. We have ore crushing, crushing ore processing 1. This is through Andrew's mod. Which is weird, it's not on there. We can now craft the... Where are you at? The ore crusher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by completely nixing this setup right here. And I'm going to set up ore crushing with this. We're going to need some more iron gears and some more electronics, which means I'm going to need more, iron. This right here is set up. It is making bullets. It is making bullets. The silent killer. I mean, I watched Family Guy the other night. I'm sorry. You can hit me later. I said later. It was later. Okay. Anyway. Cooties, the silent killer. Sorry. That makes me laugh. But I have this set up to where this one, if you noticed, we have, conveyor belt splitters. We have underground conveyor belts now. We've had these pipe selections. We have gun turrets that use bullets. We have a shit ton of inserters. So we still have our original burner inserters. We still have our electric inserters. We now have fast inserters and filter inserters. Now, I haven't played around with these filter inserters. But I will in between episodes to let you guys know how those work. I'm not going to lie, I've never used filter inserters. I think you can use these to filter out the difference from different ores. So I can have like a conveyor belt set up here, and I can have... As you can tell, ores double up if you set it up right. I can have a conveyor belt. Normally it'll be, let's say this conveyor belt is having iron and copper. I can have it'll be iron, copper, iron, copper, iron, copper, or iron, copper, iron, copper. I believe I could tell this to only pick up iron or only pick up copper. Or if I have a full conveyor belt and it's making iron plates, copper plates, there's going to be more metals down the road that we're gonna get. You know, I can tell it to pick up steel. I don't have to use just one conveyor belt for one thing. So with that said, you know, but I will do my research into it. We have a backlog of copper now, which is a good thing. So I'm probably going to double up the copper production. But first, I just don't want to double up the copper production. I don't have a... What I had... It must have broke on me when I was mining. Might as well make 5 of you. Go over here, grab some more iron. And I'll make 2 of those. And I'm gonna make 2 crushers for right now. That's gonna take a minute while that's cooking, quote unquote. We're going to gather up our resources here. And I want to plot everything out. And since I don't know how this is going to play out, I'm going to gather up those. So what I got going on now is a couple lights just to illuminate some areas. This is the only area that's not defended. You can see them on the map up here in the right hand corner. See that bright red? That's the enemy. So I might want to defend this area. I'm not too sure, because that is kind of close. Although they're not moving, but I'm not going to be too curious as to go over there and investigate, because I'm not stupid. I don't want to die. But this guy has a pretty good range. I'll probably make a couple more. And we do have some ammos going on. So I will take this one for myself. Hopefully we get another 100. Add that to that. I will give that to myself. You, sir. You, sir. You. And you. We're gonna need, I think we're gonna need another 100. Yeah, because I have one right here. Where is your... Yeah, it's your cutoff right there. My tower defense kicks in, and I immediately, whenever I have RTSs or tower defenses, this is just the way I do things. If I have a weapon with a range, you can't really... It's really faint. Let me go try and go up here where our light's at. There we go. If you see in between over here where these plants are, that's the cutoff for this gun. This gun turret will not shoot anything past that range, past that green circle. So let me zoom out a little bit. You can probably see a little bit better. What I want is to set another turret up right on the edge of that boundary line. This way you get maximum coverage for your guns, and they're not sitting on top of each other. Because there's no point if you put 2 turrets next to each other. What's the point in that? You're not doubling the range of the other. You're just minimizing. You're not using it to its full potential. So one of the techniques I learned early on was to, in this case, I can see where it ends right there. So I'm going to set it here again. Look real good. And because there's a contrast separation between the green and the ground, if you stare at it long enough, you'll get a red circle that appears, and you can set it there. Now that's just a trick of the eye. It is not an actual red circle that appears in game. It's just a trick of the eye. It's like, oh, forgot what the effect is called, but it's like, oh, there was something there, now there's not. So I can go anywhere in this little area. I'm going to maximize it and get right there. Now this guy's out of ammo. There we go. I'm going to give him back his ammo. Give myself back some ammo. And now these guys are good to go. So I'm layering their ranges on top of each other. So if anything ends up, you know, trying to get past this, this will fire. So if anything tries to get close to this one, this will compensate and start shooting that to a point. You know what I mean? It's not, they're not completely within each other's ranges, but close enough. All right, so let us, yeah, that's bugging me. I'm going to make another 2 turrets just to be on the safe side, because that is a little close already. I'm hoping I'm wrong and that's a resource, but I haven't seen any bright red resources yet, and I'm pretty sure the last time I remember, bright red means enemy. All right, so let us do this. We want to take this ore, bring it up here, and we want to process it first through that. And I want to do the same thing for the iron ore. I can't rotate that, so it's not the end of the world. Doesn't need to rotate. I want to process this iron ore. So we're going to do both of these in one go. This is going to slow down our gun production, but it's not the end of the world. Collect our iron. So now we do have fast inserters. I love them. They're amazing. This one production I don't want to end, actually. So I can set this one back up. I'll set up the gun production after we get ore production done, because we're going to be doubling our ores here. So I will let this run. This should be somewhat full. I'll throw that in there. Why not? So that can go. Do what it needs to do. This is going to start building up ores, which is a good thing, which is what I want. And I'm going to utilize these on the inside here. So that's a good spot for that. That's a really good spot for that. I want to think of my inserters as well. Yeah, let's do that. And I actually want to cut this off for a reason. And I want to round this. I'll go back here. And I want to round robin this on itself. Meant to curve that. And we'll do it like that. That way it'll constantly be doubling back on itself. I'm going to cut that. So that'll stop producing coal, or digging up iron. And I want to gather up all this iron that comes my way. Just hold down F and it will come to you. Okay, we should be almost done getting iron. So I'm going to let that build up while we continue on. Alright. I'm not going to go all the way up there and get that copper one. That can wait. Alright, so we want to take this into there. Don't think there's... there is a GUI for it. So, yep. Nice. It is electric, which is really good. Alright. There we go. I know I'm hitting F. What's going on here? Come to daddy. There we go. Alright. So let's do our fast inserter. I'm going to insert this into there. Do I have a long arm inserter? No, it's probably in storage. So I have the beginnings of a storage system over here, but we have to research walls. That's the regular one. Where did... that's weird. I'm probably using them. Oh well. We'll just get these ones. Works just as good. Alright. So we got a long arm inserter here. I can actually move this right there. So that's going to be waiting for iron to come down. And then we're going to take a fast inserter and we need another long arm. Not the end of the world. Let's do this. Take it from there. Where is your... right there. There we go. And then we can take... and we'll bend the conveyor to our will, because it is a conveyor belt. And I want to take this from here to there. So you're going to go like that. I will bring you closer. You're going to go that way. And I'm not a stickler for the belts being above ground. It doesn't matter to me. If you guys and gals want to see something different. Now, I like making it long like this. This way it decreases the chances of us having any problems. But I don't like that because it's, to me, it's too far away, if you know what I mean. And we can always move this stuff. So. Let's see, because I want to use a fast inserter for this. I don't want this being slow at all. I can take from here and then take from there, and then we'll have a buffer, if you will, like that. So this will take from here into there, and then I want this to take from here. We can contain this all in one little area. Take from there and put it into there. So that's copper and iron production in a nutshell. Actually, not like that. I want to do that. I'm glad when we get electric furnaces. Alright, so we can take from here, immediately put it into there, and then we don't need a fast inserter for taking it from there and putting it into here. And then this will immediately put it on the conveyor, and then we'll have this up here. Notice this isn't as efficient as it's going to, you know, as it can be, but it's going to be like this for now. It's not pretty, but it is what it is. And we'll double up on that. And we will take from there and put you into there. All right. Good, good, good. And then I'll worry about fuel and all that in a second. I want to send power. That is the one thing we need to research real quick. T. What can we do for power? We can't get what I want because this is the advanced miner. I still want some solar energy. I want to convert everything into solar energy eventually. Which we're going to have giant solar farms. But we need steel for that. Not ready for steel yet because we need the blast furnace. It's so weird because you need steel. Okay, because of the Andrew library, it changed it. So you don't need steel to make steel. That was the problem I was running into. You needed steel to make steel. Yeah, with the old I think it was Bob's mod. The library was broken and you needed steel in order to make steel, so I ended up having to give steel to myself in order to continue on playing the game. Alright, aluminium. I don't know what aluminium is used for. We're not going to research it. Alright, I thought I could get let's research new guns. So that there's something to research. I thought I could get the better electrical poles, but not yet. Soon. Not just yet. We can't do that. Alright. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Can I go right here? How about right there? That's perfect. Because then I can go right there. And can I... No, I can't go over one. I can go there, though. That's perfect, too. Alright. And that process is really quick. We get gravel, and we get crushed copper ore. What I do want to do, however, I don't want gravel going in here. So, I want a filtered... We're actually going to use a filtered inserter. I'm going to get 2 of them. Actually 4. That's going to be a minute. I want this to extract from here, but I want this to extract crushed copper ore. And I want the other one to extract gravel. Ooh. I'm gonna have to do it like that. Hate to do it like that, but yeah, we're gonna have to do it like that. You're going to extract gravel. Please don't just put it on the floor. And you're going to extract crushed copper ore. Look at this, ore doubling already, baby. That is nice. That is nice. Alright. Oh, research done. Nice. Alright, so we have researched military. When you research military, you gain access to the submachine gun, the shotgun, my favorite gun in the game, and shotgun shells. Now that we've researched military, it opens a whole slew of new things for us to have fun with. Let's see. That is an electronics machine. That excuse me. That opens up assembly machine level 2, which is going to be really good in the future. Arithmetic combinator. Decider combinator. constant combinator, and power switch. Used to control the connection of the electric network. Can also be controlled by the circuit network. Okay. So we're getting some new things here thanks to the Andrews mod. But we need 100 of each of those, so I'm gonna hold off on that. It says it'll take about 15 in-game minutes, so we'll hold off on that. Think we're looking at steel production next, which might be important. I really do want gun turret damage, because you can see that there's 6 levels of this, and it gets crazy after a while. Look, you need 300, and you need alien science packs after a while. Yeah, after level 3, you need you need the level 3 science packs, and then you need alien science packs for the last 2 levels. I really do want to get research level 1 though, and get it over and done with, because that'll help with the turrets. We'll see. Gives you better control over your machines by interconnecting them with wires and making them react to signals. So in a way you can set it up to perform the arithmetic operations on circuit network signals. So we're basically, if you could think of, I hate to use it as an example, but Minecraft logic with wires and pipes, or wires and conduits and, or wires. Well, wires, yeah, if you use Buildcraft. Conduits from Ender.io and Redstone from Vanilla Minecraft. Huh. We'll look into that. We'll look into that. But yeah, we're gonna do steel production, get it over and done with. So that shouldn't take too long. This needs fuel, but we're going to need another filtered inserter. Filtered inserter, you're going to go here. Yet again, you're going to be taking the gravel out. And I'm going to take this one, and we'll use our last filtered inserter. You are going to be doing... I have to wait, because you don't have the processed coal. Alright. You're going to need a chest as well. Alright. And you're going to be taking everything and putting it into this chest. That might be a problem. So let's get 2 more inserters. Wait for those to go. Let's connect back up our buddy here. The bane of my YouTube channels. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I know I'm going to get another text message in a minute, but yeah. Now I can maximize this, but I'm going to wait for when we get better electrical poles to do so. You'll understand. Like I said, I was going to get another one. So yeah, the missus was asking if I was alright. I nearly died last night. For some reason, I have to talk to my doctor. I don't know if it was for my asthma or not, but I stopped breathing and I started choking to death. Yeah, that's not good for you. So yeah, not fun. Anyway, but I'm alright. Chest hurts a little bit from coughing, but I'll live. What are we doing here? Oh, you guys are facing the wrong way. That's what you're doing there. No, stop taking that. Nope. 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 Nope, 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 nope. Actually, break that and break that, because I put these inserters in the wrong spot. Okay, you, lovely creature, are going to go there. You are going to go here. And you're going to go here. That way I can utilize you better. And you're going to go here. Well, I don't need you there. I'm a fast inserter. So you will be snatching up this. And might as well hit F on that. Take all the iron ore that I got through. There's still iron ore sneaking through. I might need another fast inserter. Let's make another one. Crap. just crap. He has no power. Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. Oh, that's... I hate it when it does that. How you doing? We're not going to get a natural gas just yet. That is going to be crazy later on. Because you have to find natural... Oh, we can do it now. Ooh. Steel furnaces, they're faster. Steel furnaces or better electrical output. I'm thinking I want these right now. The pretty sure these the medium electric poles, they have a larger supply area. The wire reach is shorter because I think it's 9, and the base ones are 12. They're not on there, are they? Where are you at? Of course you're not on here. You're going to make me look like a stooge. I can just do this. Wire reach is 7.5, but their area is only 5.5. Fuel value is 4.0 megajoules. Alright, so I'm thinking, I don't know. I want the steel furnaces. They're a little bit better. And they're not as polluty as the coal burning ones. I mean, nothing beats the electric ones. Are they even on here? Where are you at? Yeah, it's steam power, but you need natural gas. Flamer towers. Yeah. Engine, electric engine. That's weird. Plastic, sulfur processing. I know the electric furnaces were a thing. Unless I'm thinking of an older mod that I had. Oh well. I'm not going to waste any time on it. Let us go ahead and let's see, what do we need? I was about to say we needed the science pack 3s, but we don't. I'm going to worry about resources right now, so we're not burning through so much, and I'm going to go and get these for right now. because the green ones we cannot process ourselves. Yeah, there's still a lot of iron ore. And this thing only processes so fast. It only keeps 2 at a time in there. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to... These are only told to... crushed iron ore. He's told to take the gravel. You're told to take the crushed iron ore. You're told to take the crushed iron ore. They won't take the actual ore, so we don't have to worry about that. The regular ore is going to keep round robining. Now would be a good time to use a splitter, though. Oh, you don't have a place to put your stone, do you? Did your brain break? I think your brain broke. Yeah. Because it's like, I don't know what to do. Help. Alright. So I'm going to give this thing a heaping helping of ore. This iron ore getting through is going to be annoying because it's just going to clog up the conveyor belt. So let us get a splitter. Let's get 5 more regular conveyor belts. I'm going to split it here. So I can put that back in the inventory. Before we end the episode, I'm going to set up those gun turrets because we should have the resources for them now. You guys are going to go back in the inventory. Splitter's coming with me. So are the transport belts. Okay. And we'll set up the splitter. Here. I'll do it like that. No, better yet, give me this. And I'm going to set it up after the, this. So I'm going to break it here. Yeah, see, it's already clogged up. And the system can't do what it's been told to do. Because everything's all choked up with stuff that shouldn't be on the belt. Alright. So that's fine. After here, I'm going to split it. I want that to keep going. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fiddle with this more in between episodes. And see what I can do to better process this. Because this is just going to end up being like a logistics nightmare. Nothing's going to get done. So So I'm going to have to go and fiddle with this. So before we end the episode, like I said, we're going to go and put our gun turrets down. Where do you end? You end about right there. Alright. So I want you about right there. And then where do you end? About right there. So do you cover my... No. I'm going to need... I can make 2 more? Might as well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So that's good coverage. But I don't think we're going to have 400 bullets. I have to split up what we have already. Okay. Got you on my sights. So I only needed 1 more, but better safe than sorry, you know what I mean? And we're gonna go be a little nebby and see what the hell's going on up there real quick. Come down here, grab our bullets. I'm gonna load up the main one first. Yeah, we got 200 shells with 14 more to go. You guys aren't making anything because you're out of iron. Iron production's a little halted. Although it's not the end of the world. See what we got up here. I'm just going to get as close as I can without actually getting near the damn things, because it is like in the middle of a forest. Making sure that is the enemy. Yep, it is. I already saw it. It's right up there. It's a small biter. Run our asses off back to base. Trees. Because at night they get a little bit more aggressive, and if they sense my presence, they will start to attack. So we do have enemies near. Dun dun dun. So that means we are mildly polluting the area. But depending on how fast they evolve and how aggressive they get depends on how fast we can switch everything over to solar. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to fiddle around with this setup here. I might have to just redo it. I don't care if there's a backlog like this. I might have to make it more self-contained like the copper one is. That way I don't have to worry about it. So this one's already focused on, doing the... it's already focused on taking out the gravel and all that, so I can easily set this one up to do that and not have to worry about it. Might have to do with this one too. Just redesign the whole conveyor belt and all that and go from there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Sorry if it was a little long, but we are getting there. As always, I'm your host, Blue Fox 22, aka Marco Gardner. As always, stay safe, stay as healthy as humanly possible, and above all, stay foxy. I will see you all next Saturday for another lovely episode of Factorio. If you guys have any tips, tricks, and ideas, please, as always, let me know down in the description. You guys can access the description down in the comments below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Old school like a raptor, make the next man look like an actor.